Yeah, dual screen is fire. It really is. I usually got Discord or YouTube on the second monitor. Well, right now... I have OBS and Discord on my second monitor. And I've got the game on my first monitor. Usually when I work, I have my main communication software, whatever that may be at any given time, on the right screen, and then whatever work thing I'm working on, usually Discord or Steam, on my main screen. And if I'm playing anything like in private time, I usually have the game on the main screen and then walkthroughs and stuff like that on the right screen, or wikis and things like that. Cards. Okay, and we get harpoons, right? Because we also get the harpoon gun at some point in this level. We're not going to pull this lever yet because there's a bunch of stuff we can pick up first. Well, funny enough, I never remember when you stream. Well, I know it's the weekend, but yeah. And I hate notifications, so I see when you are streaming on Discord. Yeah, I do usually try to update my status there. Sometimes I forget. Okay, nothing over here. There's the harpoon gun. Hello. And nothing up there. Okay, now we can go for this, because this is a timed door. So we have to be careful here. Up this way, let's go. Turn around. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Let's save before we go down there so we don't accidentally end up killing ourselves here. Yeah. There is an achievement for getting over here without moving any of the blocks, which I think you can do if you just run straight through the middle here and then sidestep, but we are going to do this once again as the developers intended. I never know if it's 18 or 19, but I'll get it right eventually. It's 1900. I think France is on the same time zone as we are in Germany, so it's 1900. Well, I mean, you got off the map in the first game. That is true. Alright. Let's push this block into place. And then we can jump over the fire. get through this level safely. I guess we both always play as intended. I mean, I do think breaking the game and doing like little speedrunning tricks and such is fun every now and then. But most of the time I do actually enjoy playing as intended. And not using too many glitches or anything like that. There is technically a cheat system in this game. There is, you can do an infinite weapons cheat to get infinite weapons. You can do a level skip. And you can make Lara explode. And that one was actually put in as like a joke or a little take that because of how many people were basically trying to get a nude cheat for Lara. Yeah, like the marketing for Tomb Raider was all tits and ass basically. They really pushed the sex appeal. And a lot of people were like, hey, if you input this and that specific combination, you can get nude Lara. And they actually put that in the game, but not with nude Lara, but rather with make Lara explode. I'll see if I can get them done. Hang on. Well, we'll need to find some place where we actually have some room to jump around, because we do need to jump. Yeah, and imagine somebody tells you, oh yeah, you can make Lara nude, and then you just jump around and she explodes. But we do ideally want a wide open area for this. We could probably do it here, except we also... Yeah, let's actually try it. Okay, we're gonna save, and then we're gonna... I'm gonna see if I can remember all of the glitches. So, draw weapons, forwards, backwards. 1, 2, 3... I was thinking about the marketing. Yeah, the marketing definitely worked. So this is the one for making Lara explode. Backward, forward. 1, 2, 3. No, that was not the one. Forward, backward. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That also makes her explode. Forward, backward. 1, 2, 3. That's the weapon glitch. When you hear that little click, you know you've got the weapons and like more ammo and medipacks than you're ever going to need. Forward, backward. 1, 2, 3. And this is the level skip glitch. Well, I guess it works because it's Lara, but I doubt it would work with a SpongeBob game. Actually, fun story, and I'm not making this up. In the latest SpongeBob game that we made, SpongeBob Titans of the Tide. Let me just double check that. Yeah, this was before we did all the glitches. Cool. In Titans of the Tide, there is a pre-order costume for called Butt Flap Patrick, which is basically nude Patrick. And the amount of people who wrote in the reviews like, I only bought this for Buttflop Patrick, was insane. That costume, that nude sea star costume, was incredibly well received. So, you know, never say a nude patch doesn't work in a SpongeBob game. Because apparently it does. Did you drop anything, good sir? Yes, he did. Flares, wonderful. Don't think there's anything we can get down here just yet. No. I guess tits and ass works everywhere then. It really does. Hello, my guardian. How's it going? Gotta say, for one thing I really hate about these levels is that alarm blaring all the time. Tits and ass do what? So we were talking about how people used to say that there was a cheat in Tomb Raider that would allow you to make her nude. And instead of making her nude, it actually made her explode. But that the tits and ass was really what Tomb Raider marketing was focusing on. And it worked. And then Logia said, well, I guess it works because it's Lara, but I doubt it would work with a SpongeBob game, and I had to enlighten her about how our pre-order costume for the latest SpongeBob game we made was Butt Flap Patrick, and it was actually hugely popular. So, nudity works even for the SpongeBob crowd. The more you know. Nude Patrick, it's exactly. There's like so many reviews that were like, I just bought this for Nude Patrick. Oh, like, okay. Weird, but you do you. That timing, yeah. Now here's a neat little something. You've got... This screen is showing Lara running. In the original, that was just gibberish. Same for this one. And this one, if you pause it, it will say something like, remake all the classic Tomb Raider games. They said let's remake all the classic Tomb Raider games, and then we did it, or something like that. Like it's actually poking fun at the fact that everybody wanted Tomb Raider remasters for the classics, and then they actually made it. But it's a freeze frame bonus because this screen goes by so fast. I'm not actually sure. Can we pause this? Yeah, we can pause it with the photo mode. Maybe all the voices have been heard. We want the classic games remastered. We need the remaster of the classic games. Tomb Raider should be remastered, they said. Maybe all the voices have been heard. So yeah. Neat little detail there. And this one... This was, I think, the release dates of the games. November 13th, 14th, and 20th, 1997, 8, and so on and so forth. All the voices have been heard. I doubt that since Lara explodes. Well, honestly, it would have been criminal if they had not included those cheats in this version. It would have been so sad. Alright, let's go through here. Now, fun fact, the corridor over there is always programmed to have water in it. So technically, if you're good at jumping, you can just jump over there, jump into that corridor and swim. But once again, we are going to play this as God intended, and by God I mean the game designers, so we're going to do this the normal way. Just need something to drink. I'll become a game designer just to be called God, I guess. Hey, why not? The closest I've gotten to game design was making a mod for Skyrim. Oh, whoa, 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 we should have... Okay, well, no, it's actually fine. Oh, this area. Yeah. Let's see. This area can be really annoying. Can we get this guy? No, we cannot. Oh, okay. Can we get him from over here? Yes. Die. Looks like a pretty hard job. Google search bar, how to make dumbasses understand what to do in my game. Well, I think with regard to that, the most important thing you need to do as a game designer... We're actually gonna jump down here for a moment, because we do have some enemies to kill down here. The most important thing to remember as a game designer, I think, is that if you have been working on your game for a long, long time, then obviously you know how everything works. You know exactly what to do, where to go, what to pick up, etc. But a new user will not know this, because a new user has not been working on and playing your game for hundreds of hours. So every once in a while, even if the game is in a rough state and barely finished, every once in a while, you should bring somebody in who has never seen your game before, or has only seen it for 5 minutes, and ask them, hey, can you just play this section and let me know if anything is unclear? Because you would be surprised. You would be very, very, very surprised. I know there's definitely some guys spawning when we pick this up. There we go. I think I would prefer to be that somebody instead of the game designer. Yeah. Okay, where are we? We need another 4 items. Okay. I don't think we have missed anything so far. think we can shoot him from over here. Or maybe not. Okay, give me your shotgun. Okay, now he's moving again. Now we can shoot him. It's gonna take a moment, but it's gonna be safer if we do it from over here. Unless, of course, he keeps getting stuck over there. Okay, well, come over. Give me that. It reminds me of a video of a kid with his dad reading instructions on how to use peanut butter, and the dad follows it and puts the knife in the jar with the blade upside down, since it wasn't specified. Yeah, but I mean, sometimes the things that seem most obvious to you are not obvious to everybody. I don't think we can go up here yet, actually. I think we have to go over to the other side first. The kid goes crying, saying it's not like that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, the alarm is super annoying. Probably the most annoying thing about this entire level, and some of them you can't shut up. So that makes it even worse. I think there's one more enemy we have to fight that drops something. At least it's not what Apple considers an alarm noise. Oh dear. Should I be worried? Oh. Come on, Laura. Don't be like this. There we go. Final pickup. That got me out of bed real fast when I used my iPad for an alarm clock. Okay, now I think we have to pull the lever again to redistribute the water, right? Yes, excellent.